You a good reason for me cheating, right? You a good reason for me cheating.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Kickin' In with Tyree. I have my guest here.
Kicking in with Tyree. Hey, I'm Genesis Renji. What's happening?
How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Great. It's been a long day,
I'm already knowing you out here
warm ass day.
up down the state.
I always start with this one question. How did you get started with music?
Music specifically, or are we talking just me rapping?
Music specifically.
I think my earliest memory of music, my dad's always gonna say he used to play music for me when I was in my mom's stomach. He'll be playing classical music, jazz music. So that's like the earliest we'll go. But my first memories are like Sundays, weekends here in Milwaukee. I didn't live here. I wasn't born here. We moved here, but we would visit often. So it'd be Sundays at my grandma's house. Whole family, we just get together and watch the Temptations. So we watching that, singing all the songs, doing the dances with my cousins and shit. So yeah, that's probably my earliest memory of that. And I know like my first music video I ever saw, because I wasn't allowed to listen to that. But I think my first music video was "You Don't Have to Call" by Usher. That was the first music video I ever saw. That's the earliest one I can remember. So yeah, that's it.
How did you get into rapping? If you weren't allowed to like really listen to it?
We used to go over to my cousin Pierre's house a lot. My older cousin, my best friends. And he showed me a lot about growing up. But whenever we visited him, he would sneak us some rap music to listen to, because that's what he was listening to all the time. And this was around the time like Eminem, Dre, and 50 were running the scene.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really drawn to Eminem a lot. So then I started rapping and freestyling to impress my cousin. And then I just kept going from there.
What would you say is your first song you ever made?
There's a song called My Music with me and my brothers. It was like a play on the Temptations, My Girl.
Mm-hmm.
It was so garbage. It was talking about my music all around the world. It was whack. It was trash. But I'm gonna never forget it. But yeah, that was like the first song we ever did. The first rap song I ever did. I wouldn't even remember. I don't know. I know the first one I memorized, like front to back, was Get By Talib Kweli.
I saw you performed on the main stage this year at Summerfest. How was that, and how was the experience?
Over fucking Duke Mountain. It was dope. It was great. It was a humbling experience. It was exciting, but it was also reassuring.
Mm.
You know, when you're doing something for so long, you subconsciously are looking for those signs and those just those moments that are letting you know that everything's going the right way, whether you think you should or not. So it was real reassuring. And it was just great being able to bring out a couple of the homies with me. So being able to share the stage with Mike Rinku, Lucian Parker, DJ Mondo, D Fresh, like that was big for me. So it was dope. It was amazing.
Yeah, I talked to DJ Mondo about the experience. Yeah. Man, sat down for him for about an hour. We were chilling.
That's the homie.
He just moved back to Milwaukee.
He's been going crazy.
Yeah, I see all the Snapchats about his parties. I was like, damn, that should be going crazy.
I always want to go, then come to my senses. Like, nah, I don't like people like that. I'm good on that.
I was like, look, turn, but yeah. One time you get bumped, you be like,
yeah,
this is why I stay in the house.
I'm like, yo, if I can't stand next to the DJ, I'm not coming out. Like, I'm good. But yeah, man, that's it.
What is your kind of creative process when it comes to music?
Wing all my shit. I like to work by myself. So I don't like a lot of people in sessions when I'm working. And mostly the process is really just freestyling and then building off of whatever the initial idea is. So if I get a beat that I like, if I'm not freestyling over something, as soon as I hear it, I don't like it. So if I hear something that I like and I start freestyling, I'll record over the entire beat once through. And then if I pick out a melody or a phrase or something that I like from that first draft, I usually build on it. So that's one of my creative processes. And sometimes I got lyrics lying around that just fit whatever the beat is, and then I'll just build on top of those lyrics. So, I mean, it depends.
You had a 2018 EP come out called Lucid.
Yeah.
What was kind of your process behind that and the influence in it?
Um, so last year I did a music contest called Tour Possible, and we won that. And with that came like a bunch of money and a lot of attention. So Lucid was essentially telling the story of life from after that until you hear the EP. And the entire EP in itself is basically like living proof of this is what happens. Anything you want in life is possible. Things like that. Just different experiences. It was actually supposed to be a larger project, but I kept removing songs because I just wanted to focus on. I was like, what's the shortest project I can make the highest quality? And that's what Lucid became.
So you just wanted to focus on the message rather than just from the
Yeah, I just
sun
wanted
to
to
the
make good ass music. That's all it was. Instead of just like a big ass project, which I'm known for doing. So I was like, let's make something small and precise. And it went over well. I mean, I think it's got the best reaction out of a lot of things I released.
What would you say your top influencers are in music
Of all time or currently?
of all time? It could be current or
Okay. I usually pick like five, so I'm gonna pick my five biggest influences are Eminem, of course, Lupe Fiasco, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Childish Gambino.
why those five?
Eminem's the reason I'm rapping. Lupe Fiasco made rap a reality for me. Like being able to see him and see somebody that looked like me and wasn't the typical rapper, especially at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always admired wordplay, and I personally believe Lupe Fiasco is the most lyrical person to ever rap, ever. Like it's been lines that I haven't broken down or understood until 2 years after hearing it the first time. And I was like, oh damn, he did that. Drake, because Drake is the epitome of what a commercial rapper is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what everybody aims to be, whether they say it or not. And he just makes good ass music. And on a personal note, he's like basically been narrating my life since high school. Because that's when I first, like, I knew Drake from Degrassi before I knew Drake of music, the rapper. So seeing that crossover and then grow with that, I love Drake and everything he does. Kendrick Lamar, to me, is like one of the greatest ever. I feel like he's the perfect blend of what a rapper should be, like sticking to their creative integrity while still reaching commercial success and appeal. I think he just like walks that line perfectly. And then Childish Gambino is the closest thing to me as a person and an artist, honestly. Like, just our backgrounds and growing up in different environments where we weren't initially accepted, but then also being able to tiptoe in this genre where you're expected to be one type of person, but you come out being somebody else and doing things differently than your peers, and not being afraid to explore and challenge yourself to different sounds. So, yeah.
What would you say that your goals are inside of music?
To be one of the greatest who've ever done this, for sure. One of my goals is to have the Drake effect. I want to be able to. I want to be able to help put people in positions through the things that I do. I mean, if we really take a step back and look at it, Drake has single-handedly brought Toronto, if not all of Canada, but the Toronto music scene to mainstream without us really noticing it or paying it a lot of attention. Because a lot of artists that we listen to, we think they're from the South, but they're from Toronto, which is wild. But just being able to help put on different artists and different scenes that I like personally, that I think deserve more shine. And then just to never feel limited, never sound the same, keep constantly pushing myself. I don't ever want to run out of goals. That's it.
Just want
I
to
feel
keep
like-
constantly pushing to
Yeah,
get.
I don't ever want to feel like I peaked. I don't
Yeah.
want to prime. I just want to keep going. Like we were raised to believe that hip hop is such a young man's game, but that dynamic is changing now, especially with a lot of artists who hustled and found a way to grind through it all and build that longevity, whether it's a Jay-Z or a Tech Nine or a Nipsey Hussle.
Mhm.
It's just people who've been in the game and asserted themselves, and they're showing like you don't have to cap out and
Mhm.
peak by 30, 31. You keep going. So
Because J. Cole's like 33.
yeah,
Drake just turned 30.
Drake just turned 30. Yep. Kendrick's 30.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of
damn near
people.
50. Nipsey's like 33 almost. Like I think 30's the new 20 and shit when it comes to rap. So
And there's a lot of rappers who don't really get the large deal until they're about.
until they're in their 30s.
Yeah. It takes. I feel like it's a marathon. The longer you stay in it, the more
I
you're
think
going to get out of
I think
it.
the younger you get in, the earlier you get out of it.
Yeah.
And there's only few people that we've seen to get in at a young age and stay in it. Drake's one of them, Chris Brown, but a majority of the folks who watch them go out easy.
Yeah. So I feel like there's a lot of 17s, 18-year-olds that are like booming up on the scene right now, and I feel like it's just gonna fizzle out. Only because it's like
just because of that
generational thing. Yeah.
It's short attention span, so it's gonna be short-term careers. Like
yeah, just like we don't listen to the same shit that we listened to like in 8th grade.
the next shit we listened to an hour ago.
Yeah.
Like that's where we at now. That was dope. What's the next?
I feel like it's just so much music too. Like
Yeah.
I was saying before, the streaming has really changed everything because artists I feel like they feel pressured to put so much out, and I feel like their last album dies out very quickly.
I feel like if you don't have the
month.
work ethic,
Yeah.
and it's not to say that you're lazy or anything, but if you don't have the work ethic to constantly produce, you shouldn't try to overproduce to keep up with everybody else's pace. I think people who spend a lot of time making music should really just focus on making the best shit.
Yeah.
So when it comes out, that's what we're sitting with for years, like Dams or Forest Hill Drive or Controls. So, I mean, the dynamic is there. You see the shift is weird, but there are also still people who have found their staple within this streaming culture, and they're not being budged by it at all. And that's just where quality work comes in. Shout out to Travis Scott.
Yeah, it took about 2 years to get it out, but it came out quality.
Give
Weird.
me a late album than a rushed album. Anytime.
That's kind of how I felt Scorpion was, but
I feel like Scorpion was two separate projects that they put together.
yeah,
Like, if you would have dropped side A by itself,
it would have been
good.
fire. Yeah,
If you would have dropped side B by itself, it would have been good. But having them both together was like, it's placating to where we're at in the industry. And it's not bad because the music's good. It's just like, Drake really catered to where we at right now. As
he
a
went
culture.
platinum by the end of the album. Like by the time
That's
everybody
from them
got done,
pre-plays.
everybody
From them pre-plays and them curses.
by the time everybody got done listening to it,
Right.
it was already platinum. Like,
After that first week, he was like, I'm good.
and I feel like that would have been crazy too if you would have released it separately, like release one part, like, and then the next month just dropped another one.
That would have definitely shook it up. We would have probably lost our mind. I'd be Drake's out here like this?
What are we gonna do?
Right. But another reason he did that is to get out the contract. I mean, I'm pretty sure that counts as 2 albums.
Mm-hmm.
So that gets him out of that Cash Money deal faster.
Sign away everything deal. Yeah.
That's the plus. You don't ever sign a Cash Money.
Keep doing it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, hey, gotta eat. Yes.
How would you describe your music to someone who's never heard it before and will come to a performance?
I used to hate getting asked this question because I never knew what to tell people. And I would always force it and try to make myself like this jambalaya of art. But like 2 months ago, I came up with the perfect description of it. Like I'm Section 80 meets because the internet. That's it. Ooh. You You're gonna get rap, you're gonna get melodies, you're gonna get content, and some fuckery in between. But I'm fire. My shit don't suck. But no, yeah, I mean, Kendrick Lamar and Childish Gambino's musical love child.
I always ask one random question. Always, what are your top 5 movies of all time?
Top 5 movies. 8 Mile, Creed.
I've never been more intense into a movie than when I saw Creed.
I love Creed. You know the Facebook stats are like, what movie could you watch for 24 hours straight? I can watch Creed nonstop. Like, it's not a problem. I love Creed. Damn. Hit me. I went to a lot of movies. Sicario. First one. I haven't seen the second one yet. That's me and my dad shit though. The Other Guys. And one more movie. Anything with Will Smith.
It's a recurring
For the
thing.
fifth one? Oh, 7 Pounds. 7 Pounds is specifically my favorite Will Smith movie. I just saw Collateral Beauty like a couple weeks ago.
That's a good one too.
That's a crazy
Isn't
good movie.
Jacob Lattimore in that movie?
Yeah, Jacob Lattimore's in there. That's a good movie. Like I was a little iffy on seeing it when I first saw the trailer, so I waited forever. And I watched it like, damn, this is good. But yeah, so Creed, 8 Mile, 7 Pounds. The Other Guys, Sicario. That's a solid top 5. My dad wouldn't agree with it, but that's solid.
Yeah, I was just listening to Will Smith last night because like his speeches are always super powerful.
I still need to watch his title interview.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
behind on that one.
Is that the Rap Radar one?
Rap Radar one. Yeah.
Oh,
I still gotta watch it. I need to make sure I'm like by myself or in the right space to listen to that though.
I was just waiting on episodes to download, and I was like, yeah, just put on YouTube. What would you say is next for you as an artist?
No. I'm always working. I'm constantly working. I'm in the middle of music right now. The next thing for me really is just becoming a better artist and doing more shows outside of the state. Doing a lot more shows outside of the state. And just growing, man. If you're not growing, you're not doing anything. Constantly growing. And making sure I can influence and inspire people in the right way. Make y'all feel something.
How can people
You can't find me. I'm never fucking gross.
It's like, don't even think about emailing me once.
All right, go ahead. I know the question, but what's the question?
How can people get in contact with you?
Not find me, get in contact with me?
Yeah.
You want to get in contact with me? You have to talk to my manager, Michaela Murray. No, I'm everywhere. All social media. Genesis Renji, GENESIS RENJI. If you're looking for my music, I'm on all platforms. I don't upload to SoundCloud anymore because they don't pay me, but I still have music up there. And yeah, or you can just Google me and have fun with whatever you find. I got some pretty.
You got
funny
some
pictures you can make fun of me with. It meme me for days. But yeah.
I'm gonna have to come out with a meme later. Just
I had to take down old pictures of myself, like off my Facebook, of like younger me, because my friends would go find them and then just use them against me out of nowhere. I'm like, y'all snapping with these Yu-Gi-Oh card quality memes. Y'all going crazy, killing me. Jeez.
again, dude, I want to thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having me, bro. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. It's an honor.
I'm nobody.
I ain't shit.
I ain't
shit. So watch this shit all the time too. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good one.
Oh yeah.
flow, what the water's facing. Baby, go slow. This is all for show. Show 'em you can taste it. So close to home. Don't settle where you blow. Be careful what you're doing. Go for the goal. What Caesar is to Rome. X's to no, X to no.
When the last time you stayed up, laid up, kicked up, talking about your dreams and the things that you pray for, flipping magazines for the scenes that you made up. Say you lose it all if you getting what you pay for. Got that day we met still tatted on my skin. Baby hit my line, me and you can make amends. I done been in love and fell out of love again. I done broke some hearts and then broke mine in the end. Understand, I've been pompous, obnoxious, I'm conscious of constant temptations I'm off with daily. I still got the text that you sent about what we could be, and you know that shit driving me crazy. I done spent nights under moons trying to fly back to you. I assume you been doing the same. Ignore personas and drama. When you met my mama, I knew everything was gone.
You never know.